Congress manifesto, which talks about banning of PFI and banning of Bajrang Dal. Do you think somewhere this is going to affect the Karnataka elections?
Yeah, and I think this should not affect the Karnataka election, and that is what we are wanting people to think about, right? This incident, this manifestos, this idea should not decide everything, right? At the end of the day, they also have to decide does Bajrang Dal really represent Hindus. For example, a very important thing which we always say, and the story we were sharing within the family is when Ram in Uttar Kanda of Ramayana, when Valmiki's Ramayana, when Ram goes to in search of in the Ashwamedh searches for it, he does not recognize his children and he shoots an arrow, and that arrow cannot be stopped by anyone else other than Hanuman himself, and he opens his chest and stops that, right? To stop that means Ram's bhakti was much bigger than even Ram in this scenario, right? So the idea that we can actually fall in love to a person is what defines Ram, what defines Hanuman, right? So we have to, each one of us have to decide whether Bajrang Dal represents their culture, whether Hanuman as a symbol of love and devotion represents that. If they can identify that, then they will know. But most importantly, in this election, is this an important idea? In fact, nobody really knows who Bajrang Dal's president is. I think no one really, their followers are only 6,000, 7,000. That is not an important issue. What is important is last 4-5 years where the government has done a good job, and do you want to give a new government a chance to change things here? Is corruption important? Is midday meals important? Is education important? Those are decisions on which we should vote. A temporary comment here and the Twitter storm here should not change our mind. Should we not understand that Hanuman and Ram are symbols of love and not symbols to show hatred? And that's very important for people to think about, that these are symbols of love, because devotion is an internal process, and internal process is always all about love. And hence that is something I would assume that if Ram or Hanuman comes back, they would be a little worried that their symbols are being used for hate rather than for devotion and love and looking internal. मुझे लगता है लोगों को अंदर देखना चाहिए, और अंदर देखने के लिए प्यार की ज़रूरत होती है, नफ़रत की नहीं. Is a place of Basava, is a place of unity, and what Karnataka will do in terms of showing love, it will be a signal for the rest of the country, right? And I think Karnataka will show that they will kick out hate. They will embrace the idea of Basava, they will embrace the idea of togetherness, and that has always been the case. And I do think that internally, and majority of the people in Karnataka do look at the whole idea of love and togetherness, or what is called Sahabalve, in a very, very spiritual and in a love and a devotion way. And